Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm ProBlockhead, and today I'm going to be trying to defeat every single mob on Minecraft Bedrock Edition using nothing but my fist. Well, where is it? There's a fist. Using nothing but my fist. So yeah, as you see, I'm going to be fighting them in this arena I built here. Yeah, this is on my lobby world. You might recognize it as the place with the giant ProBlockhead statue. Yeah, that thing's there. I'm going to try to fight every single mob, starting with the mobs that don't do any damage back, or passive mobs, because they're the easiest to fight, but they're also kind of boring, so I'm going to be speeding those up quite a bit actually, just because they're like really boring. And then I'll start actually adding some commentary and stuff like later on in the video, where I start fighting mobs that aren't like easy to kill and never fight back. So yeah. First up, we have the neutral mobs. After that, time lapse, showing all the easy ones. Hoglin is actually pretty easy. It does a lot of damage, but I was really lucky from hitting me, so it really wasn't that bad. I just had to circle around it, and then punch it all down, and it died. Piglin, pretty easy as well, actually. Just critical hit him, and then his crossbow took so long to reload that he really just couldn't give me that much. Goat's hardly even neutral. It hardly ever even attacks you, and all it does is just knock you off. So my Pigman, on the other hand, is pretty fast and hard to kill. So that one was actually pretty difficult. I had to be very careful all the time to make sure I wouldn't die. But sure enough, after enough work, it did eventually die. Actually gotta go sword as well, but I can't use it. Enderman was the most difficult one I fought, like the entire day though. In the main lobby, I really couldn't do it because it would teleport underneath and not go to me, and I just died. And then I tried it in the field once. The first time I tried it, I had no idea what I was doing, and I managed to get quite a few good hits on it actually, the first time. But then again, it does have like 20 health, and that's really hard to take out. So yeah, it pretty much is me running around hoping I could do something, just dying. But after quite a while later, like my 6th attempt I think, I finally developed a strategy. So pretty much I would just hit it, then run away until it got no longer aggroed, and then turn around and critical hit it, and then run away again. And then I just kept on doing that over and over again. It wasn't meaning it was completely safe. I still got a lot of really close calls where it almost killed me. And I also sometimes lost it because I ran too far away. Also, Endermen could run just as fast as you. It's just they're not very good at running straight. They kind of wobble back and forth. But unlike Java Edition, you can't get them in a critical hit cycle because they just teleport whenever you punch them pretty much. And then even if they don't, they'll just randomly teleport behind you. They teleport a lot more on Bedrock Edition. So yeah. Also, you can't stare at them to make them not go towards you. They'll keep on coming towards you, just trying to grab at them. So then that went on for quite a while, and I almost died. And you can actually see I almost died, like really close right there. You can like see the Enderman and everything. But then it was just a matter of time after that. I had practiced enough that I wasn't gonna die. So then that went on. It went on and on and on. I sped it up like 15 times normal speed. Still kept on going. Endermen are just hard to kill with your fist. They're even hard to kill with like basic weapons. There are a few things that you can really die by in the end game. And then eventually I hit it and it died. And I got an ender pearl. And I was very happy. And to celebrate, I spawned every single enderman that was left in my stack of spawn eggs. Which, yeah, and then I slash killed them. Yeah. Next up was powderfish. They're pretty easy to kill as long as you just don't let them really hit you. And if they do, this is poison. You can live through it. And then llamas. I actually already fought llamas with a watering crater in the other mode, but this one is a baby, which made it a little bit easier. So I was gonna try to kill it using some spit, like you can punch it back at them. But if you miss, they become no longer mad at you, and they just ignored me. So yeah, I killed it. Next one was polar bear. It might have been harder if it wasn't a baby, but it was a baby, and it just ran away, really. It wasn't that much of a threat. Next it was B. These are actually pretty easy, although it actually did hit me, which I was really disappointed by, because I wanted to be able to kill it without hitting me. But then after it did, it was really just a matter of time. I wanted to kill it before it just died naturally. So then I did. And then there's a wolf. The wolf wolf was really easy to kill actually. Dolphin, same thing. Did a similar amount of damage actually, but it also couldn't move, which made it pretty easy to kill. And next up, Hostile mobs. Which attack you for no reason at all, because if you like it. And there's Wither Skeleton. I decided to start out with the Wither Skeleton because it's a little bit difficult. I decided to start out with something that wasn't just like instantly killable or something. I found it more interesting. But they have this really good on move. But I got a Wither Skeleton skull, which is so lucky. So I just put it on. Why not? The only reason that having Wither Skeleton skull on would benefit you is when you're fighting other Wither Skeletons. And then I fought Skeleton, which I thought was going to be easy. It was actually pretty hard, although I was going to kill it before it killed me. Silverfish, I thought it was easy, and it was easy, and it died. So, yeah, story. Creeper, you just have to make sure it doesn't blow up, whatever you do. As long as it doesn't blow up, it's too good. Okay. Well, it's dead. I'm not. I'll take it. And then this is a spray, like with a skeleton, and like a skeleton, except for it has ugly green clothing and really slowness. So I'm about to do a lot of damage. I did not remember doing that much damage before. But once you get them past the big stage, the rest are pretty easy to kill. You just have to punch them like twice and they're dead. And then after that, I was just trying to kill all the little tiny ones. And then there's the zombies. Zombies are easy to kill. Very easy to kill. And then there's multiple different variations. There's the husk, which is this zombie but lives in the desert. And then there's also the drowned. Drowns live underwater. They were added in 1.13 when they product update, which was 1.12 on Java edition. Don't ask me why it's different. And then of course after the drowned, there's the zombie villager. Zombie villagers are actually not that hard to kill. They're probably even easier than like anything else other than zombies. And then there's the spiders, which jump around a whole ton, but they really just, yeah. The witches you just really have to make sure you hit them constantly. They'll usually get you with poison, but the first thing you do is poison all the time. So as long as you don't punch them and don't let them give you weakness, you can usually get them besides you punching them. The Guardian is actually pretty hard. It took me a while to get it. I usually had to hit it a whole ton, and then like make sure to just, yeah. Make sure it didn't give me that laser bolt, and then it gave you thorns whenever you hit it, so I had to like hide behind a wall for a while. Which, yeah, I kind of sped up a little bit because it was not really fun to watch. So then, yeah, I hit it a few more times, and even with the thorns ability, I was able to kill it. Next up, though, is the Elder Guardian. This was literally the hardest thing I've fought. Actually, Enderman still play harder. Probably the second hardest thing I've ever fought with Mythics. Pretty much, you have to be very careful to not let it ever hit you because it takes out 9 hearts, 9 out of 10. So if you ever hit it, the thorns will get rid of a heart and then it'll lightning bolt you and then you're dead. So this is actually the third attempt I had at fighting it, maybe actually more than that even. And I actually sped up this recording by half. I sped it up like by 1.5 speed. And then I also cut out a lot of the points where I wasn't doing anything because it took so long to kill it and I had to wait for myself to heal and all this stuff. So yeah, this attack was one of the longest and drawn out ones I've done, and it was very boring because you had to make sure it didn't hit you or else you'd just die. However, I did kill it eventually. Endermite's easy. It's like Silverfish but purple. Magma cubes are just like slimes but harder. But I was lucky, I got a medium-sized one, so it was pretty easy. And then the Zoglins are scarier than, like, Zoglins seem scarier than they really are. You just have to maintain a good amount of hitting them without them hitting you. But they do seem to go faster, and they have more health, so they are something to be aware of. Also, they don't drop anything worthwhile, they just rotten flesh. Piglin brutes, on the other hand, are pretty difficult to kill, actually. It took me a long time to be able to kill it, and then it just turned into a piglin. That was only 5 pigmen after I killed it, which I then had to kill again, because I had even more health. After that, I did the ghast. The ghast was enormous, actually, and then the fireballs actually spread my arena quite a bit. But I actually got lucky on this attempt, and I just was able to hit it as it got lower, and it died, because ghasts have very low health, actually. Blazes were actually way easier than I thought, but their melee attack actually does way more damage than I thought as well. Big trick to this: make sure they don't shoot you with fire. Shulkers were annoying. This actually was like, took a lot of attempts to finally get, but I just got in a spot where I could float up and then kill him when I got to the ground, and I killed him. Big trick is to have something above your head. Vindicators kill you so fast. Like, one hit kills you. Like, they damage 9 hearts in 1 hit. But I just keep in stuck in the corner. Evokers are easy, actually. What you really want to do is just not run from them, because they have ranged attacks and can run really fast. And also don't let them spawn the Vexes, which I managed to stop this from doing. Oh, speaking of which, here's a Vex. Not very hard if there's only one. They do go through a wall sometimes, but they're really not that annoying as long as you're focused on them. When they spawn like a whole horde of Vexes, though, they can really like damage you quite a bit, and they can be annoying then. Phantoms, I did not give the Phantom a fair fight, but it doesn't deserve it. I don't know who in their right mind even voted for these things. However, there is one more. The Ravager. By far the most difficult mob in the game. Tons of health. You might be wondering how I ever fought it. Actually, it's pretty easy. I just circled it and punched it, and yeah, it's really slow. It was actually really easy. Doesn't even have very good range. Anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Not really much more to say. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you really liked the video, subscribe. Bye!